Today I am going to do a different video. What we have here is a measurement tape, just like this. Obviously here would be a 0, and then it will go all the way up to that's a 1 meter here. A 1 meter marker is right there, but that's not going to be necessary. I think that within this here we have a underwear here that you see, long underwear and short underwear, all kinds of colors, in sizes, in different sizes and shapes. I will try to be as humorous as possible about this, even that, trust me that every time I headed to the police department lately, even I had to go to the police department, whenever I went to the police department, every day, every fucking day since 2020, since I returned here to Slovenia, I thought about this police department while pulling on me the underwear I'm about to demonstrate you. And when I did so, I was shaking in rage, anger, that is impossible to describe. In a little bit, you will understand why. And a little earlier, I went and I had a homemade bakery from my mother, prepared one. Something really delicious. She is a really, really great cook, if she wants to be. Sweet stuff, homemade stuff. I think the best of the best it is. And I ate here. I got it now in 4 years. That's why I said if she wants to. She prepared, I think, total 3 times in 4 years, that stuff. Good luck with that kind of cooking. And I was using a C vitamin. I took some vitamins with it, and I took myself a vitamin, and I poured a little bit of vitamin on it. That's some nasty stuff inside. No, not so bad. No, not so bad. No, it's not so bad. It's all good. And as I was doing this stuff, I was thinking about what you see right here. Now, let me demonstrate you. It looks so nasty. It looks nasty as fuck. And I didn't even bother to clean this anymore because it doesn't make fucking sense to clean. And as I was sipping this on the biscuits, a little bit of the C vitamin to beat the sugar, it was an ambulance vehicle I heard across the river. They must have realized that I am using this stuff here. It didn't happen the first time. Don't ask me how. The paranoia inside of this kitchen was just as it is a police station. And it's not about a kitchen, it's about entire house. Paranoia in respect to spy cameras, hidden cameras. Unbelievable. And it was used for intimidation purposes by the police. When we come in your house and this and that, anything like this, just like I'm demonstrating you right now, anything like this will be no good. It will be this, it will be that. That immediately means that you are mentally ill. You're mentally ill, you're mentally ill, you're mentally ill. So, criminals, murderers from Novo Mesto police station, I'm sure would ask me as first, why didn't you bother to clean this? No, they would not say this. It's just they consider you, they consider me like mentally ill. They consider me like somebody who is just like this. So they wouldn't ask. The only thing what they do is they write down and they talk to one another with idea to do exactly as Miran Sodin did. several days ago. And afterwards have sent me to the psychiatric hospital, literally called ambulance vehicle in the middle of the complaint procedure. He wanted to play a psychiatrist. This is a Robert Golub stated. He has a lawyer psychiatrist that will also come to visit me. And that was Miran Rudin. He works for the, I understand, for the state prosecutor office. The thing is that with me, intimidations don't work. It's useless, this stuff. The siren across the river didn't do any good. It's like this with everything. Everything they do to me, I just leave it like this. I don't bother with it. I don't bother with it. Because why? Because I don't need to. Now you're gonna say, oh, damn, you must be special, right? Hell yeah. Very special. Let's go at the beginning of this video so that you will understand why I don't bother with it. This is my underwear. That one is clean, and this one needs to be cleaned up. I'm gonna take this light off, like this, here. Telephone, I have to have one on charge all the time, so not much. Let me hide these cables. Then what I'm going to do in front of you is, the first thing we're going to go through, I will measure the distance. When I say measure the distance, probably a better way would be to position myself this way, and so the tape would be faced this way. That would be way better. Just like this. I told Mom, let's buy, it's really cheap, Mom. It's a paste that you would use like a gel. And I'm gonna go and polish this balcony and put over the paste. And once you put that paste over, it keeps the water away from penetrating into the inside and so on. We won't do any of that stuff, so I don't give a three fuck about what goes on. I'm concentrating on one thing, finishing this case. A tape, and let's start. I'm going to start with a clean. I don't use it because I cannot use it. And the first thing I should use is, I should use one example to demonstrate you what exactly my waist size is, or no, not even that. I'm going to demonstrate you what I like, comfortable, to be in a comfort, to be in a perfect comfort. These are the underwear that would fit my perfect comfort. And let me see if you see this properly. Yeah, you should have, yeah. I go like this. This is at the beginning here, and without stretching it, you know, because I don't like, you know, that stuff. It measures like this, clearly, what is it, a 42 centimeter, like that. I could put up with this, comfortable. Let's just put it this way. I think I can keep it on my, around my waist, but I need to make sure. I need to find the shortest one. So this was not it. Okay, this one here, 41. Let's say 41 is my size. I think also not too good, but 41 would be already way better than the other one, and I could have that around my waist. It would stay around my waist. I'm not sure. Something like that. Let's see this. Okay, now let's go to the business. Let me demonstrate you what exactly do I have. So let me see if you can see this. This is one pair of pants. This is important thing for you to see. These are very old pants, all of them underwear, long underwear. This is basically what it looks like. Completely solid, right? And here is the waist issue. At the beginning, and we get to 55. 50, is it 55? 55 it is, 55. Okay, look at it. Let me demonstrate you so that you get to see this. Let me see. Okay, cool. 55, you see it? That's 55. For me to demonstrate you the pants with a 41, let's say, which is not good. It's kind of big for me still, but okay. That's let me see this. 41. That's 41, and that's 55. So that you see the difference. This pants will not stick on me. These are therefore these are 41, 41, and these are 55. Obviously, placing these pants around me, they're not going to stick around. They're going to fall down. You know? Did you notice this thing here? Did you notice this? Did you notice this? Did you notice this thing? Would you wear the underwear like this? Let me ask you a question. Would you wear the underwear like this? Huh? Would you wear the underwear like this? Would you go like this? No, you don't see it. Let me demonstrate you. You don't see it here. You see it. Now you see it. Now you see it. Would you wear underwear like this? Would you do that? Like that? Huh? You like this? Huh? How about, would you like to go to the police station to meet people who do this stuff? Who did this stuff to me? Would you go and would you talk to them? How would you talk to them if you go to the police station? How would you talk to the people like this? Would you talk to them, or would you use a metal stick to talk to them? How would you talk to the scum like this? How do you talk with a scum like that? How do you communicate with a shit like this? How do you do this? Huh? How do you do it? Do you talk with them? Do you even talk with the people like this? How you do it? Well, once they label you as a paranoid schizophrenic, you, like it or not, you have to talk to them. I didn't like even a little bit what started in June. I hate it. I couldn't hate more than I did, but it was the only way to prove the world that a scum works there 24/7, murderers, assassins at work 24/7. I had to put aside feelings that accompanied me every fucking day of my life since 2020. Whenever I wear something, watch mom how she places her underwear on it and is ready in 3 minutes. And myself, bright, smart and everything, going over and over and over to find myself something suitable that I could wear and go with her to the city, wherever. I bet none of you would want this stuff. And I'm 100% that 100% of you could not come anywhere even close to what I have done it. Look. This one here suffered enormously. According to the words of the police officers, investigators, this is the one I'm not even supposed to use, because it was to be used for me to use it as a proof that in fact it was the police that destroyed me underwear. And you can still see these things here, like that. You can still see this kind of stuff. But the other day I made a big mistake, in a parenthesis, but I don't think it was a mistake. I think it was the cleverest thing to do.
what I did was I washed underwear myself, everything, because I don't use the machine wash at all. To make myself clear, everything is done with my hands, just like this. Everything is done with my hands. No wash machine, no nothing. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this for many reasons. So one of which is I managed to preserve the clothing for incredible long amount of time, and because of other reasons I will explain in this video. And so when I took this into the washing machine to just rinse the thing, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to rinse the water out from the clothing. The washing machine did me a shit favor. It went through the whole cycle. I eventually, as a matter of fact, it was different. I'm mistaken. I did go and I tried to wash this with a washing machine, and so I let it through the whole washing cycle. And once it was finished, I was trying to use the washing machine to to clean the chemicals one more time, detergents. And I did not succeed in doing that. So I proceeded upstairs and I went ahead and I used the buckets like this. This is how I clean it. And I rinsed it with the buckets, the whole thing, so that it was detergent free. That's the most important thing for me because of the play with the skin cancer police did. They were playing with this stuff too much. And then I proceeded and I had hang this right outside, just like there, right there, and that was it. That was fine with me. That was okay. But I did mention my mom about the washing machine that I was trying to wash it. It washed fine. It was fine. Everything seems to me to be was fine. It was okay. And I told my mom, by the way, that I was just trying to wash one more time. I didn't know how to do it, to rinse the chemicals away. And well, the only thing that happened is I found this pants on inside of the bath area where the shower is, bath, and the underwear was placed like this. It was in a much better shape than before that, but the underwear was thrown like this, and because the problem is that these are not the only underwear, there is others. Well, let me make sure that this is what it is. Yeah, it could be that it's this one, that she did this one, because this one is newer. Yeah, this is newer one. Probably is this one here, because this one is totally ripped apart like this. Like this, it looks like this. Like this, it looks like this. And this is much newer material and everything. And this was exactly, yeah, you can see it, there you go. You can still see this, like, as the fish, as the bones from the fish skeleton. This is what the police, words of the police investigators I'm using, they repeated to me, laughing like crazy. And next to it, it was this thing here. On the top of it, it was this thing here, like this. This is what they interpreted to me. This is what the mother interpreted to me, and the police officers, means this kind of stuff. They did this kind of stuff, that kind of stuff, on socks. They did this kind of stuff on on other issues, but I don't think they did this on this. I think, yeah, it could be they did it because it's really, really thin here. I don't know. I really don't know, and this happened already a while ago. I did not bother to video record because, believe it or not, I was so angry about this stuff. For the washing machine, I was reminded again by my mother that I should not use the washing machine because it is the washing machine that is tearing apart clothing. Is that normal to you? I mean, that you have a washing machine which is tearing apart your clothing? Is that like a normal thing to you? This is not the first washing machine that is tearing apart clothing, as my mother stated me. All the fucking washing machines we had inside of this house were tearing apart the clothing. The only person who ever used the washing machine inside of this house, however, is my mother. And police. And a service people who serviced washing machines, they were coming here inside of the house during MK Ultra to meet with the police and do the work on the washing machines. Did I explain this properly? Do you understand now the buckets, the hand wash, and the correlation between who is doing this kind of stuff? And we didn't get to why this stuff is being done yet. We will. We will. I will never forget. Never gonna forget. Never ever will forget this. People right here that would come like this, and myself with the people when they were pointing like this up my underwear, which I hang one here, and anybody could see that this is totally fucked up underwear with the big holes in it, and we're laughing like fucking crazy from below. Yeah. From Slovenia, from the psychiatric hospital, Ljubljana Polje. Nurse Andrea included. Novo Mesto. The visitors from the psychiatric hospital, anywhere from Kapš and so on. Visitors from Croatia. Visitors from Serbia. They had tears of joy in their eyes when they were watching this stuff placed on the display. Not to go and talk about the Milan Kučan and Robert Golob and this Slovenian. I'm not going to even say what. Yeah? In front of me, they were breaking the underwear apart, ripping underwear apart in front of my eyes during MK Ultra. Was that really Prince Charles? I do not know. If he's so fucking crazy, if he's so fucking insane, be so. It's hard for me to believe that a British person would be so fucking insane. But insisted that if I would be nice to her, therefore to my mother, that she would go on and purchase underwear for me, new underwear for me inside of the store and so on in 2019 when I was still in Poland, delivered here by the police. I don't know if it's possible that the single British person is so insane that we have people like this, and even worse so inside of the Buckingham Palace. If they are so fucking crazy, it's hard for me to believe. But all right, let's continue with this stuff. To my mom, this kind of stuff was really, really meaningful for her. This was, it brought tears of joy on her face, laughter. It was extremely entertaining to her. to see this kind of stuff. Is this visible enough? Is this good enough for you? These are the only underwear that are in one piece. No, they're not. Nurse Yanko insisted that I should use this as a proof. These are the proofs. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to cut these proofs, and I just want to go quickly with this stuff here to finish it. The first thing is what we're going to do. 41 we established is my size, 55 fair. Let me see if you can see it, 55. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this measure tape here like this, so that you can clearly see it like this. 55. This here would be the 55. That's one. You cannot have this on yourself unless you would be using underwear like I'm using right now. That means you would use underneath, you would use a pair of the underwear to keep the long underwear on. Yeah. This is a short underwear. You can see what the police officers did with it. Go here. It says 50. The underwear is almost completely new. It's not new, but it's in a really good shape. I have this one here, 54. 41, as you know, is the size like this. So this is a 50. This is a 53, 54. Do you see this? Do you see it? Do you want to go around like this? Look at this. This here, this is 46. I say 46, 47. 47. Then we have a different kind of specialty here. Totally different kind of specialty. This one here, only 35. Psychiatrist Peter Kapsch stated, the only one I will not destroy you, however, is the one that is far too small for you. The one that you can absolutely not wear, that is the one I, however, will not destroy you. I make myself really clear about this stuff. The only one that Psychiatrist Kapsch will not destroy me is the one also that is not possible for me to wear. That means that it would be tight here, and it would be causing me a pressure on the groins, on the lymph nodes, foremost on the lymph nodes, squeeze you around the waist. That's the only one I would not destroy you. And so these pants are as good as new in one piece. If we go literally through his words, the only one I would not destroy you is the one that is too small for you. 35. The only one that I would not destroy you is the one that would be squeezing basically you around the waist. This is from Poland. That's actually 36, 37, even 36. and it's got a strong elastic here. Anything comfortable, I will destroy you. Anything that is the right size, I will destroy you. $50. So you remember, 41 is the one that it can stay on my body without falling off. $55. $45. $48. These two we already have gone through. That's why I did not demonstrate you the holes on them. This is 41. I already demonstrated you this. $44. This one. I did not demonstrate you this. That's it. There is other underwear from Poland that I should just go and get it. I did not get that one. Let me go see if I can get that in a second. I would pause the camera, but there is a big problem with this camera. The camera is such that the only thing that happens is it just it will go and it will it simply will there will be no voice and stuff like this. Pausing with this telephone is the no thing to do. It's just either you record straight or you can throw the whole recording, you can throw it away. This is 51. And I can already see the police officers screaming because they did during MK like a swines, like a pigs. They screamed about that I was a different size, that I was fatter and so on. Yes, of course I was fatter. But we are talking about destruction of the rubber inside, breaking it. You understand? Breaking it in front of me, demonstrated me like this, and laughing like crazy, making fun, poking jokes. We're not talking about the weight issues here. We're talking about that even if I would be very fat guy, if I would be fat like this, it still is nothing that can hold it. We're talking about the complete destruction of underwear. Complete destruction. Complete destruction. The underwear, which I have never ever worn in my lifetime, but which was repeatedly not only used during, yeah, well, let me demonstrate you this. A totally new, brand new, never ever used underwear. Never ever used underwear. My number, everything beautiful, perfect. When I came from Poland, I was so happy to see this underwear. And I placed myself this long underwear because I always wear long underwear. Brand new, nice. Will not forget the day when I bought one. Brought this home, too damn happy with this underwear, to have a beautiful underwear like this. The only thing that happened was as soon as the underwear came home on a first occasion during MK Ultra, I get a funny people inside of my room demonstrated me how my underwear looks like on their ass. They literally went ahead and started to wear the underwear on other fabric and stretch it. I am pretty sure that this is the underwear they have used to stretch, to destroy. The same thing happened with a sewing machine. It's like a mini sewing machine that I purchased. A beautiful sewing machine, portable with the batteries. And the only thing that happened is on first opportunity, they bring this sewing machine from my room in the kitchen. And they started to laugh about it. Behave insane about this little sewing machine till it eventually fell, one of them, on the floor and it broke off. For the next 20 fucking years, they kept asking me, why am I not using the sewing machine? You get the concept? For next 20 years, they were not asking me anymore, why am I not using a completely brand new sewing machine? And why is the dust collecting on that sewing machine right there? And I love that fucking question. I loved nothing more than that question during MK Ultra. It was a question that made me happy because I observed them. I could observe them going insane. The same shit with the underwear. Why are you not wearing this underwear? They made me wear this underwear during MK Ultra. So this is worn by me. They did make me wear. And if I wanted to use this as a proof, I would not. When you buy new, when you buy something new, that's what you buy. You buy new, right? You don't go and buy something used or damaged or whatever it is, right? You go and you buy new. Okay, so this is the type of underwear that's supposed to be slick on your legs. This type of underwear is supposed to demonstrate your body, muscularity, something that Milan Kuchan just couldn't get anyhow, somehow. It's just improper, not good, wrong. They wanted to feel about themselves great, but they wanted to make me feel like a shit. Which is okay. It's all right. They stretched the fucking underwear. They destroyed the underwear. That's destroyed underwear for me. Yeah, you can see it. You see it. $42. $48. This beautiful Polish underwear that I had, that I purchased in Poland, and was really, really nice to have it, was ripped apart, and unfortunately for the Slovenian police, I wouldn't even touch one anymore. I'm going to get to that issue. I wouldn't touch it anymore. They rip it apart. And so I needed this for demonstration purposes to stay in exactly the way it was. The same thing with other issues. That it goes now to 45. In Poland, I was rather really probably, I don't know, really probably 35. There is, of course, more. Well, this is the way I walk around. I get myself underwear, and I use the underwear to support the other underwear. The police officers, investigators, as well as my mother, it was all about the lunacy, using the psychiatrist Peter Kapsch and other psychiatrists that would come from Ljubljana Polje, from Psychiatric Hospital Ljubljana Polje in our house, and they would start to insist that I have to go to the store. If I don't see you, they demonstrated me inside of they took me to the Teddy, to the store here in the city of the Novo Mesto, to the Kick store, and demanded from me to purchase the, I don't know how you use that, rubber. It's not rubber, it's elastic, all right? It's elastic. And demonstrated me how to fix the pants. They started to teach me how to fix the pants. That's an interesting phenomenon. In front of me, they were ripping apart, and at the same time they were taking me to the stores in the Novo Mesto, demanding from me, demonstrating me what am I supposed to purchase and how am I supposed to fix this. It was like this with absolutely everything, also with the watches. They demonstrated, destroyed, anywhere from fishing poles, watches, reels, fishing reels, shoes, absolutely everything they demanded from me to repair. And they started to teach me to repair with the destruction of the new things. That's why I don't bother with a lot of stuff that I get, unless it's urgently that needs to be fixed, that I fix. And that's why there are no hurry to investigate this stuff. I'm sure that you noticed that since the June 21st, 2024, July, August, September, October, that was more than 5 months. They did not bother to investigate, and finally, individual who investigated this postponed the whole thing for just 4 months, Mr. Stefanic. It turned into one incident after another. It's the advantage these people have given themselves, and it's not psychological. This is based on abuse, on torture. It's fucking unprecedented. The stuff that you see here was compared with the watches. The stuff that you see here was compared to the most personal, intimate issues in your life. The women that got involved in MK Ultra, they talked to me about the underwear, how is this and that and so on. And I was exampled about, if I would see the guy like this and this and that. And there's something else that was happening all along, as I mentioned earlier under the issue of the Prince Charles. If you would be nice, if I would be nice, she could buy you the underwear at the local store. Saturday the 2nd it is. Thursday, I think it was the 30th. Novo Mesto police did everything possible to hospitalize me that day. And according to the psychiatrist Ivo Kosmachin, Ivo Kosmachin is his name, this type of procedure was used. This is how he excused the violence. This is how he rationalized the violence which Psychiatric Hospital Ljubljana Polje enforced throughout Ljubljana is impossible to describe, because each and every time, if I ever got 2 hours of sleep, it was good. I managed to return alive here to the city of the Novo Mesto. It was like I would get a lottery ticket. This is what went on until 2018, when I finally pulled the proofs about MK Ultra existence in Poland. They wanted to get me killed as fast as possible, because if there was somebody who was feared shit about their involvement in it, it was a Psychiatric Hospital Ljubljana Polje. They have a full pants of shit. Called my mother to see what she's going to have to say, what she has to say about how am I at home, am I livable with, or she should just keep me inside of the psychiatric home. You know, not the psychiatrist Prince Charles, but yeah, some kind of psychiatrist, King Charles now, demanded from me to use mommy, to go buy myself underwear. In Poland, I went as far as breaking my spine completely to be independent. So this goes to demonstrate what kind of struggle this is about. This goes to demonstrate what kind of violence police have used against me all along. I did not use my mommy. Even upon return from Poland, I did not purchase any underwear, anything like this, because it was this stuff used by my mother to demonstrate that she supports me. Everyone at the police station, including the psychiatrist in Ljubljana, was asking me, where do I work, what do I do, how do I pay the bills? Now you understand where I'm coming from. I didn't want to voice this issue. I did not want to voice this issue. But now you started to understand me, why I stated during the video. Iron stick. Not a baton, but iron stick. Murderers at work 24/7. Assassins at work 24/7. Novo Mesto police station. Now you start to understand me. Where am I coming from?